welcome to the very first episode of Versus Roast. It's the show where smartphones do the talking. Okay, so before we start, comment down, like the video, and subscribe. So let's go straight into it. Today we have the iPhone 8 going against the S9 Plus. Now it does seem a bit unfair to put them against each other, but because they are so similar in price, that's the reason why they're going against each other. I have done reviews on both of these devices, so I'll probably leave a link in the description so you can check it out. So anyway, the iPhone 8 versus the S9 Plus. Let's explain how the show goes. There would be five categories. So the first category is display, the second is design, third category user experience, then we have battery, and then lastly camera. So let's go straight into the very first category, which is display.
Listen, we have a better display. I mean a 6.2-inch 1440p Super AMOLED Infinity display versus what? A 750p LCD display? I'm sorry, I don't know what the other guy said, but we have a 4.7-inch Retina HD display. Yeah, that's right, Retina. For those of you complaining that I have a small screen, I'm sorry, you just have large hands.
So clearly from what we saw or listened to, the iPhone 8 lost. Simply put, the S9 Plus has a better display, so that's it. 1-0 to the S9 Plus. Okay, let's move on to the second category now.
Okay, I'm an iPhone. I have a glass back, and I look gorgeous in gold. That's it. I'm premium. My younger brothers had glass backs. My screen bends on both sides. I mean, I am premium. We make him look like we're from different centuries.
It's kind of based off of preference in terms of design, but most people would say that the S9 Plus has a better design than the iPhone 8. So we're going to give this to the S9 Plus as well. So it's 2-0 now. The S9 Plus is flying out. Yeah. So 2-0. Can the iPhone 8 come back? Next category would be user experience, UI.
Okay, this one's easy. My A11 Bionic chip plus iOS is better than Android. And I have about 4 more years of iOS, which means I'm better. Okay, we have one UI.
The iPhone 8 wins this category of UI. So the iPhone 8 has pulled one back now. It's 2-1. Let's see what happens. Next category would be battery.
Okay, so yeah, I have a small battery. It's an 1821 milliamp hour. But because of my chipset and iOS optimization, I last longer than that other guy. Plus, none of my brothers explode. Listen, the only reason why our battery is not as good as the other guy is because of our really good display. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, we'll go with the iPhone 8. The iPhone 8 wins this round. Battery-wise, the iPhone 8 wins. I don't know why I'm repeating that. So it's tied. It's 2-2. Like, who saw that coming? So we have the last category to decide the winner of our first ever Versus Roast. Cameras.
Okay, so every single year, we end up having the best camera. This time around, we went with the 12 megapixel sensor. Yes, it's only one sensor, but I bet it's better than the other guy. It's 2020. Would you rather go for a phone with one camera or with 2? Well, with the S9 Plus, you get 2 cameras, both 12 megapixels. The choice is really yours, but I think we're better.
Okay, so that is a tough one as well. The iPhone 8 has, I would say, a better camera for photos. Like, generally speaking. Like the S9 Plus is not far behind rather. Sometimes it does really well, or just as good as the iPhone 8, and then other times not so good, as we saw in the photo samples presented by both both players. So in terms of quality of photos, you kind of rely more on the iPhone to take better pictures all the time. But the S9 Plus has that secondary lens. So in terms of flexibility and options, the S9 Plus wins on that round. But in terms of just consistency and photo quality, the iPhone 8 wins. Video-wise, the iPhone is as well better, but the S9 Plus doesn't do so bad either. So it's kind of a close one. But I would just say most of us want flexibility. It's really close, but we're just going to have to give it to the S9 Plus. So yeah, the S9 Plus ends up as our very first winner of the Versus Roast. That is about it. We're done with the show. If you did enjoy, please drop a like, and you should definitely consider subscribing. That wasn't exciting enough. The underdog by some. Okay, I think too energetic. Anyway,